Well, good morning. If you're watching today's vlog, we're going to Gozo and Comino, Blue Lagoon. We're doing a quad tour trip from Gozo, which we've never done before, which will be quite nice. Where Ellie is now, this ice cream shop is does some of the nicest ice cream up here, but we don't know the opening times.
So we got some lunch as well. Obviously we had to get some pasticci's because it would be rude not to. And we also got some lunch for later as well. So I've got a tuna fatira for me, and James got a slice of margherita pizza. There's the church there, Mellieha church. Obviously we've got the ice cream shop as well, and this is sort of like the main square kind of thing. So you've got a little Starbucks behind us, and then you've got loads of restaurants up in the village as well.
The pasticcery, we've already eaten it, by the way. It's like right up there. Yeah. We've already done a pea and a cheese running for a reward for climbing up this massive hill in the morning.
When in Malta, why not? There's a lot of history in Malta, as you would have probably seen the other day from Valletta. There's a lot of history there, but they also have World War II shelters here as well. So if you're into history, Malta honestly is like the perfect place to come. Yeah. To learn a little bit more.
It is, and we'll head through these gates. We'll show you the view down towards Mellieha, and then we'll go up and we'll show you the actual Our Lady Mellieha from up top. Where we're standing here, where you can see where the pink bushes are. If you didn't watch 2 vlogs ago where we showed you the best places to visit in Malta, that morning before we started filming, we got probably to that corner where that lamppost was, and the heavens just opened and we were stuck. We ran in the trees down there around the corner and we were stuck there for about 45 minutes just waiting for a break in the rain. What a view you got of the rest of Malta. The other island opposite is Comino, you can see.
And if you thought this view was nice, wait until you see the one from
up there in a minute.
Up there.
Yeah, we'll show you. We'll head up to our church, Our Lady Mellieha church, and then we'll show you the nice viewpoint you can get as well. So we're here at our viewpoint. As you can see, church behind us. You should just come straight down the street, down a little hill, and you'll find it. It's a really good photo spot as well, by the way. And you can see the red tower in the distance. That's where we climbed to yesterday. If you didn't watch the Can We Survive on €80 a Day challenge, look at that. It's just great. You can see Comino and Gozo. So Comino's this little island just there, and just beyond it is just Gozo, which is quite a nice view. Really, really nice view.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back down to our hotel, change, go to the beach for a couple of hours. We've got lunch already, so yeah, we're gonna just relax down the beach for a little bit, hopefully swim if there's not any jellyfish.
Oh yeah, there was tons yesterday.
And then obviously about lunchtime, after lunchtime, we've got to come up, get ready, because like James said earlier, we've got the trip over to the quad bike trip over to Gozo and Comino today. Yes, which will be really good. So which is 2 o'clock, and stick around for that one if you want to see what Gozo and Comino is like. So
if you want to see more of us, make sure you subscribe and like. Actually at this point, just remind us to support our channel if you're enjoying it so far. And yeah, we'll catch you down the beach. We are on the beach.
Here we are.
Here we are. This is set up for that. We're actually the only first ones down here, and it's 8:40 in the morning. We're up so early, but we're just always the first ones.
Crazy.
Yeah, and the water's a lot calmer today. This is what it's kind of normally like.
Lots of seaweed though.
Yeah, look how nice and calm the beach is today. We were talking to our friend Chris for half an hour because we don't get to talk to him much. Like we said earlier, if you haven't seen any other vlogs, he owns this side of the beach from on. So we highly recommend coming down here and getting a sunbed off him, which is €5 per bed and €5 for a parasol. There was a lot of jellyfish in here yesterday. If you didn't see our vlogs, the kids, what the kids do is they come in with nets and buckets and they just catch them and put them in the bin. This is us. We're going to do a bit of swimming later, and then we're off to Comino later on. So Comino will be nice and cloudy today, so it should be enjoyable. Just going to chill, catch some sun, just relaxing holiday for us before we go to South Africa. South Africa is going to be go, go, go. So we've actually come out into the water today. Right, Ellie's standing up here, and we're going to show you how far out we are from the actual sea. Look how far out we are. I think you could even go out to where like they are there, and it doesn't even get that. Good thing about this bay is if you've got young kids and that, or you can't swim, there's no currents in Mellieha Bay.
It's the perfect beach for families with young children.
Even me, I can't even swim, and it is perfect. And as we'll probably show you what it's like how clear underwater is, we'll show you.
headed off on a speedboat over to the island of Comino for our Gozo sunset quad tour. We had an hour on the island before we collected our quad bikes in Gozo, so we took the chance to take in the stunning crystal clear waters and caves around Comino.
They told us from 2 PM was a quieter time at the Blue Lagoon. However, in recent years we found Comino to be extremely busy all day long. Space is at a premium, so don't expect to find a spot to sunbathe unless you arrive early. We then collected our quad bikes, which were powerful 650cc machines and can easily do up to 100 kilometers an hour. Although speed limits in Malta and Gozo tend to go no higher than 80 kilometers an hour. Made it to our first stop in Gozo, which is a viewpoint you have to walk to. There's no cars and motorcycles. There's some very narrow streets on the way on this quad bike tour, and it's pretty fun. The quads are good power. They're like 450cc. So first stop of the day, we get like 4 or 5 hours on the quad. We'll stop for a Gazetian dinner later.
6 hours.
5 to 6 hours. I think we get back into Mellieha like 9:30, 10.
Our first scenic view stop was the famous Telmixter Cave, for one of the absolute best viewpoints of Gozo's famous red sand beach, Ramla Bay.
Come to one of the best views in Gozo, where we just...
This is where I wanted to go.
We didn't think we'd come here, but we're here finally. After visiting the caves, we then headed off on our next drive, which was around 40 minutes before we eventually stopped in a cute little town for our Gazetian dinner. Here we are in some town in Gozo. I'm not sure where the hell we are. We just stopped here to have lunch. We had Gozin fatira. We just had an almond cake that's
completely different to the Maltese fatira.
We'll show you where we are. This is a little town. Very cute. Gozo's a very nice little country. And that's our group over there. That's where we're eating. Just to that restaurant. We're going back on the quad in a minute. It's 5 to 7. Go back at 7. We go somewhere else, I'm not too sure. Done like 15 kilometres so far on it, haven't we?
These are really good.
They're very good almond cakes.
After our dinner, we took some more scenic drives around the island. We headed to the salt pans on our next quick stop. You could head down and get close up to the salt pans, but we had an awesome chat with our guide Dave.
As we moved off from the salt pans, some of the driving from this point were absolutely epic as the sun started to set. We had to race to the cliff views to catch the last 20 minutes of the sunset, and this was one of our favourite sunsets we have seen so far on all of our travels. Made it to our final stop.
It was a bit of a rush, to be honest.
Yeah, we're just watching the sunset now behind the cliffs in Gozo, and the sunset is absolutely spectacular. Gozo is a really beautiful country actually for going around getting views. Old build, it's like Malta like 15 years ago.
If you want something that's a bit more laid back, a bit more quiet than Malta, go to Gozo.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. Yeah. We're doing a nice time lapse for you right now as we speak. So you can see it's like probably the best sunset we've had in this week we've been here. It's been a really awesome trip. We'd highly recommend it, this trip.
Definitely. It's amazing.
Brilliant. So we'll finish watching the sunset, and then if I don't speak to you later, we'll catch up with you when we're back at the hotel.
Yeah. After watching one of the best sunsets, we then had a 50-minute drive back to the quad yard, where we started the tour earlier on at 3 PM. Some of the dust driving were spectacular, taking in some of the last views that Gozo had to throw at us. We had such an amazing time and highly recommend Yippee tours, which we will link down in the description below.
On the way back at the end of our trip to the speedboat back over to Malta, we had the craziest jeep journey with our guide, which we will certainly not forget in a hurry. Well, good morning. It's obviously next day from the quads. We'll talk to you about the quads a little bit later when we go down to the beach.
Yeah.
I think, but
of course we're back up in the village. We're at our favourite little pastizzeria, which is Champs.
Does it make you sad it's our last pastizzi though? I don't want to go.
Don't. It's kind of a good job though, because if I lived here I'd be like supersized.
Fucking, I'd be a wow.
Because of the amount of pastizzis every day.
Yeah. It's a bit mental. They're so nice. If you come here, you have to try a cheese one and a
E1.
They're lovely. We'll show you. We'll order one and then we'll show you. So we've got our pastizzis. I'm not going to show you eating them because we've eaten quite a lot since we've been here. But if you look in, these are the pastizzi shape. The pea ones there and the 2 cheese at the bottom. The pea one's like, it's mushy peas in a pastry, but it's got like that. It's
like
kind of
curry.
got that taste. Yeah, it's got slight curry taste in it pretty much. But
it's a nice curry taste.
yeah, exactly. So we're going to be, I'll show you. Like, I don't know if we have actually showed you an inside of the pea one.
No, we haven't.
We?
Right into it. Yeah, so this is like the pea bit, and it's so good.
No, it tastes so good this morning, especially as it's the last one. I'm annoyed, but yeah, I'm gonna eat these. Go down. We've got to do a little bit of shopping in Mini Mart, and then we'll be down the beach. So it's about an hour later, we're back on the beach with you. We're the first ones on the beach today, hurrah, because we wake up at like 5:30 in the morning, so we get everything. We've already done a 3-mile walk before most people even got out of bed and had breakfast, haven't we? And some of the people we know, they probably won't be down the beach for another 45 minutes or so to an hour.
It's just peaceful today. Apparently the current's going the other way, so hopefully that means that there's no jellyfish.
Yeah.
And honestly, from up in the village you could see the sea.
It's like glass.
And it's like glass. It's so peaceful. I can't wait to get in there.
Stunning. Like what you see the water like behind is probably like 98% of the time it's like this. It's so clear and lovely, and it's nice to swim in. It is bloody gorgeous.
It's our last day.
I know, I don't want to leave here. I'm going to get sad later. We always got to remember, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. That's what I've got to tell myself later. I tell myself that all the time, but I still get upset and leave because I love it here. We can't leave it so long and come back. Can't leave it 6 years again.
No.
Can we? Anyway, we need to talk to you about the quad bike tour yesterday because we didn't tell you. That was number one for me. I've done quad bikes loads of places where we've done like Costa Rica, St. Lucia, Dominican, Tunisia, Egypt.
I would say it's top 3 for me.
Top 3, well yeah, it's definitely in the top 3. I think it's number 1 for me just because it was epic.
It was really, really good. So
the quad bikes are good. They're 450cc. They can do up to 80 kilometers an hour.
Not only that, we went
they're 650cc quads. They can do up to 100 kilometers an hour. We
went round the whole of Gozo, like the coastal path of Gozo. We went all the way round there. So if you are in Malta and you fancy doing something different, I would definitely recommend the trip with Yippee Tours. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll link the description down in the below for their website actually if you want to book. So we paid €50 deposit on cards, so we used like Revolut, paid a €50 deposit on the website for the day we wanted, and you paid 135 in cash when you go to the garage when you get a Gozo. Which is, you know, it's a bit of peace of mind as well, because you haven't got to come up with the money right there and then when you book it. You just need €50 to book it with. Yeah. And obviously you just pay the rest when you get there, so it's... Yeah, the 2 guides, we had Dave, who's ex-British, who used to live in Germany, who now does this all the time. Lives his dream. It's absolute awesome. Yeah, Mahmoud, who's awesome. He's Tunisian, drives like a crackhead. I did get a video, but... Didn't get no audio. The audio weren't working for some reason, but he was driving. I've never ever experienced... I thought Maltese driving was crazy, but Tunisians is on another bloody level. Yeah, we first went to Tunisia years and years and years ago. It was terrifying, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, they're good. The guides are bloody brilliant. So that tour we do runs 3 days a week, so it's Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, but they do all-day quad tours like every single day, and they do tuk-tuk tours as well. Yeah, the tuk-tuks are not self-driving. No, they do look good, but... I wouldn't do a tuk-tuk, I'd do a quad bike any day of the week. I've read the reviews that a lot of people enjoy the tuk-tuk one. So obviously if you don't feel confident driving a quad bike, then definitely opt for the tuk-tuk one, because you still get to see the island of Gozo and do multiple stops and stuff like that, so it's worth it. And just to note, you have to have a driving licence to drive in Gozo. You can't just turn up and drive. You have to have your driving licence with you, no matter what country you're from. Yeah. Not even a provisional, because you're not allowed, because you can't drive on your own on a bloody provisional. Yeah. Like we had 1 or 2 with a provisional, and they're like, no, you can't do it.
And one person had a wine earlier in the day and he's like, no, you're not driving it, because the laws are so strict over here in Malta. If you crash, they close the whole road, investigation, and they said basically if you crash it'll be one of the guides who get like put in prison for it, while all the others get to go back at home, enjoying a beer and putting their legs up and that. Well, they're like, and also if you do crash a quad, it's €350 excess, so you'd rather be spending that in like Valletta or down on the beach, your food, yada yada yada. So
but anyway, it was fantastic. I would highly recommend it. Probably one of the better trips we've done here in Malta, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
well, I'll do that again in a
years.
heartbeat. Every time I come back I'm going to do that trip, because that was just epic. That was, I loved it that much.
But if you've got any questions about it, or you want to know anything more, I mean, that we didn't kind of capture on camera, just let us know. Let us know down in the comments and we'll be able to help you.
Yeah,
with that.
Exactly. Yeah, so we're down the beach now anyway. I mean, they guys, you can see the little tractor, he comes and cleans it now and then. Like they scoop up like the bit of seagrass and stuff. And just look how gorgeous the water is. We will be going swimming today.
Bloody marvellous. I can't wait to get in there.
I know.
Stunning.
Right, so we're on the beach again. As you can see, we've got like the second one below with the towels on. No one else is on the beach. Tip,
don't get the first row, because the people that come down to the beach that don't obviously pay for the sun lounges and the parasols, they sit in front of them, and a lot of them have got children, and the kids obviously like to play, but they flick sand and stuff, which is what we made the mistake of on the first day.
Exactly.
So get one or two back.
Yeah, exactly. So that's us. We'll catch you a little bit later when we have our lunch and whatnot down the beach, in the water, etc, etc. Look how nice this water is. Oh, gorgeous water, absolutely clear. I mean, we always compare it to Maldives, but you can't compare it. This is like just the nicest water you'll find here in Malta. So far so good. No jellyfish from what we can see. Look how nice the beach is. Lovely. It's lovely and quiet, isn't it? Yeah. The guys with the little truck over there, they're clearing up all the little seaweed and stuff. There's quite a lot of black stuff on the beach, but that's gone now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so lovely. It's chilly. Yeah, it's lovely in the same weird way.
It's the beach is one of them where it's so hot today. It's gonna be 31. You dip your toe in the water, it's that cold. Then you just cool off instantly, and it's nice. Oh, I'm gonna be really sad to leave here.
There's no jellyfish.
It's like my second home, and I don't want to go. Especially for you. You've been here like 30 odd years nearly.
Ridiculous,
yeah. So I'm sad.
Yeah, I'm sad.
Oh, one thing we didn't tell you earlier, we went to the mini mart, we didn't show you, but we buy, they do iced tea sachets, and you mix them up in like 1.5 litre or 2 litre bottle. So we've got strawberry, pineapple and coconut, mandarin, peach and apricot, peach, just they're like 50 cents a sachet. Yeah. And we just like, oh, we come one year, you know the big massive plastic carry bags, literally a whole freaking carry bag full. Crazy. Must have spent about 80 euros or 100 euros.
It lasted us like a couple of years.
No, about a whole year it lasted us, because we had it every day, didn't we?
Just gonna
swim and chill, relax. We'll be in and out of the water a lot today because it's bloody hot. Like it's only 9 o'clock, it's 9:30 now, and we've been here since 8. Just one of them days you're in and out of the water, which is quite nice actually to do that, isn't it? After we've had a little swim later, we'll show you later on in the afternoon when it's a little bit busier. Actually forgot to tell you what we're having for lunch, and before I demolish it, I've got a tuna wrap, as you can see. Ellie went and bought a tuna fatira earlier on today, didn't you?
I fell asleep earlier, and I dreamt about it, and then it woke me up. And I haven't stopped thinking about it since. I've cracked it open now. But tuna fatira basically has got tomato puree pasted onto the bread. It's got tuna, capers, olives, tomatoes, onions. So good.
But the tomatoes taste completely different to back at home. Our tomatoes are watery. These have got so much flavour in them.
Sweet and just so, oh god, yeah, they're amazing. So
I've started doing homegrown.
You have to try fatira if you're here in Malta, for sure.
Mine's the same, but in a wrap form without olives and capers. So it's kind of Maltese-ish, I guess. But this was £8.90 without a drink. I did have a sneaky Snickers ice cream up there, and I ate it before it came out, which is £3.50. Oh, and Ellie's wrap. If you go to bakeries,
I've eaten half of it already, and look how much there is left.
Yeah, there's loads.
And that was only €3.50, which is
really decent.
You could easily share this, but I'm not going to share it.
No, it's too good not to share, innit?
I'm not sharing.
So there's school kids over there. You never guess what? The kids over here, that's a school trip, that's a school day out, come down to the beach, like 3 hours. How awesome's that? We never got that at school. It's a little bit busier down here. It's a few hours later. We didn't show you the pool in the afternoon because we didn't actually go back in. We
just sort of just had a little doze on the sun lounger. Yeah, that was it really. So we went back, packed, because we're getting picked up tomorrow morning at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we've got to be up in the witching hour, like 4:45,
yeah,
half 4.
So we packed tonight, so we went back, had showers and stuff like that, got ready, and then we packed. So yeah, now we're just taking a little walk along the bay.
Yeah,
before we head back and go to dinner. So for dinner we're going to the Thai restaurant, which we went to the other night, which was lovely.
But the mics didn't work because the audio on the media mod, didn't it?
Yeah, we'll show you
properly.
Again.
Yeah, and at the moment, so they're doing roadworks here in Malta this side, like they've, as you can see, they still haven't put the barriers up yet. This is all tarmacked, which is new. They're using both sides, so this will be new for us when we do eventually come back. It was supposed to be done in April and it's still not being done, but they're getting there slowly. It's kind of, would have been nice to walk normally, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Lots of changes. Lots of changes in Malta.
Yeah, there is. Some of them I don't like there's only 30% Maltese and you don't see Maltese in the shops anymore,
which
really.
I'm really surprised at, that this lady yesterday told us there's only 30% of Maltese left and the rest are obviously foreigners, which blows my mind.
Exactly.
Where have they gone?
Exactly. We miss them. We're going to turn this off in a sec because where they've freshly laid this, there's a lot of heat coming up from this right now. Like it's 30 degrees at the minute, and then heat from this, it's probably more like 40. So we will stop and we'll see him at the Thai. Because look, I'm sweating. I got beads, mate. So we've just come to our favourite Thai restaurant. It's called Thai and it's on the main strip, probably about 200 yards away from the Lagoon holiday complex. I'm sticking, this is like the best probably food we've ever had since we've been here in Malta, and I'm sticking to what I know, the sweet and sour tofu, because it is absolutely beautiful. I'll put a video in of just 2 bits of the menu from what we're ordering on, the starters and the mains. Just like there's loads of other stuff you can get, but if you're coming to Malta, I would recommend this restaurant, this little restaurant. So we're going for spring rolls first. Like I said, I don't know if we filmed this the other day, but we've gone for sweet and sour tofu, so I don't know if we showed it. And then he's gone for something different, he's gone for tofu pad thai. And of course we'll show you when it comes out. We've got our starters, our spring rolls. They are freaking awesome, these are. And it comes with sweet chilli sauce and some veg, lettuce with some carrot. It's like a slaw-based starter, which is really nice. Look how cute the little bowls they come in. It's like, anyone who's got kids, you probably know, you get ones with these with suction cups on. Obviously, no suction cups because you can move them really easily. Our mains, we have my sweet and sour, crispy tofu. Good thing is I know how to cook tofu here. Got the rice, which I'm going to put the rice in together. Like, you've got to mix it all together, right? And then Ellie has a pad thai, which looks really nice as well.
Yeah, really
She's got
good.
like the crispy tofu. She's got a side of chili flakes, which I'm not really like keen on. Chili flakes, we don't like spice. But both of these dishes are around 13 to 14 euros each. So they're a good price, and then the spring rolls were like 6 to 7 euros each. If you didn't watch our Can You Survive on 80 euros a day challenge, I'd recommend you highly you watch that after this video, and then watch that to see how we did. And yeah, we'll get on eating this, and then we're heading up to the village after this. We're going to have a drink, we're going to get an ice cream, chill up there, and we will speak to you up there after we've done this. One last trek up the hill for us into Mellieha town.
And I'm already dying.
We've done this a lot. When you do it every day, twice daily, it does burn your calves because it is a hill and a half.
The first 2 days we've done it, I was like,
yeah, it's easy.
Piece of piss, mate. But no, it's not for the faint-hearted.
No. So we're going up there. So when you get to the church, that's not the end of it. There's a bigger hill you can climb up, and we're just going up. It's not even the steepest part of the hill yet, but that's where we're going anyway. And then by the time we get there, I think it'll be very well deserved. They do a nice little gelateria ice cream there, and a little bar, so we're going to be doing that.
Yes.
And we'll catch up when we get to the top. Yeah, we're up in the square, as you can see from behind. It's pretty busy.
And it's lovely up here, by the way. Really, really lovely in the evening. So if you're going to come up in the evening, stop by this place, get a salty peanut and caramel ice cream.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Which is really nice, which you're going to have to start licking because, oh my God, the peanuts are well nice. Yeah. We'll talk after this. So we've eaten our ice cream now. We're up at the top of the square. So behind us is that bar. It's the bar, Square Bar, which you can see is quite busy there. And there's another restaurant just on the right there as well.
I love it up here.
Yeah, I do. Mellieha at night is really nice. There's another little restaurant we showed you yesterday.
There's another one down there which looks lovely as well.
Yeah, and then we're walking, we're showing you the viewpoint. We're going to head towards there, but we wanted to show you Our Lady Mellieha at night, which is lovely. During feast, I think we come up here during the feast once. This whole square is just full of people. You can't move or breathe for love or money.
So if you want to go to the viewpoint that we're going to now, come up to this church, make a left, and then go straight to the bottom, and then you'll see the viewpoint.
Yeah, a left and a right straight away, imminently.
Yeah, pretty much straight away, left then right, and then you'll find it.
So you go literally where them people are going, walking. The woman's walking down the hill there. On the right, you head down there, and then you head to the viewpoint. We're just down here, and we'll show you it in a second. It'll probably be quite busy because it's quite popular when the sun goes down. Taking you to the viewpoint in Mellieha, which is where we said it was just around left of the church. And once upon a time when we come here 6 years ago, it's because they're doing roadworks, but along the bay here, obviously they've taken down a lot of street poles. There were, what are they called? Festoon lights. Festoon lights. All along the bay, just like what that boat's got there. But it's really nice. Look at this view. Bloody glorious. This will be the last time we see this for a few years, and then we're going to go have a drink now because we're getting bitten alive. There's a lot of mosquitoes. We haven't really been bit much this holiday. You probably just saw a mosquito then go in front of the lens. But yeah, we're gonna have a drink now and then go back down, and then we've got a flight early tomorrow morning. So we come here to the bar, the Square Bar. What we said to you the other night, I thought it was local. I don't think it's that local anymore because there's quite a few tourists around here. And you can get a Kinney spritz in a bottle downstairs at Roberta's self-service supermarket. €3 in a bowl, but this one up here is €7 a glass. It's basically an Aperol spritz, but it's replaced with Kinney, pretty much. But anyway, the vibe's nice up here anyway, because you've got the church in the background, you've got the nice lighting, there's a lot of people around Mellieha Town Square at the moment, which is nice. And the drink, I'd rate it, I'll be in my arse in 5 minutes, but it's good. Just got back to the room. Priorities right, there's one thing I cannot let go at all before we go is this Kinney. It has to be drunk. We've got like extra milk, water in there, which I don't mind letting go.
Screw the water, screw the milk, I'm not leaving Kinney.
This, yeah,
it's
I'm
like
gonna have some. Yeah, we were just saying earlier, like being here is like, even though it's a holiday, it's like a second home to us.
Yeah, it obviously is a holiday, but it doesn't always feel like a holiday because, yeah, like James said, it just feels like home.
Yeah, it's not that it's sad, like saying bye to some of her friends, like, so it's sad.
I'm just glad to come back.
Yeah, me too.
It's a good little break.
Yeah,
just what I needed. Yeah.
We're not leaving it 6 years until we come back though, so you will see some more Malta vlogs in the future of us in not a couple of years. If you're new and stuff, which I forgot to mention actually, like if you're still watching at this point, to smash that like button because it helps us. Anyway, we've got to go to bed in a minute, so
we've got about 5 hours sleep before we get up.
Yeah, we've got to be up at Witching Hour, 4:30 in the morning, so our flight's early in the morning. We'll see when we land back in London.
So it's a few weeks later, we're back from Malta. We had a lovely time in Malta. We forgot to film anything when we got back, hence why we're doing it now.
It's 2 weeks since we got back.
Yeah. So we're currently planning for our next trip, which some of you may already be aware, we're going to South Africa. So we're going to Cape Town for a couple of nights, and then we're going on to our sort of dream safari, which we've been, planning for 4 years almost, isn't it? So
yeah, exactly. So with the series, because some of you might want to know when the series is going to be coming out, it's going to be at the end of summer. It's not going to be like end of July or mid-August. It'll probably be more like towards the end of August, beginning of September, we'll put the videos out because we want to take our time with them. Like with these videos, we're taking the time, we've done a lot of work after work to get these edited.
South Africa, there's going to be a lot of footage, so it's going to take us quite a bit of time in between working and trying to enjoy the rest of summer to go through all the footage and stuff like that. So yeah, we just wanted to say thank you so much for following along with our Malta series, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Yeah,
well, if you have enjoyed it, make sure you stick the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. you like watching along with our videos, do the thumbs up because it does give us a thumbs up. Give us a like because it helps support our channel and that as well, and we really, really appreciate it. It'd be amazing. So we'll see you in the next series. So if you're watching this, we actually go to South Africa in a week. So it's the last weekend of June now, and then next week we go South Africa in July. So we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.